Hello students, welcome to AN Bio Corner. I am your teacher Anjana and today we are going to start cell biology and this topic is for class +1 and today we will discuss the basic of cell theory and cell principle. So let us begin with the definition of cell. So what is cell? Cell is fundamental, structural and functional unit of all living organism. Now, based on the cells, we are dividing the organism into two classes. One are unicellular organism, another are multicellular organism. So, unicellular organism, they are composed of single cell like amoeba, paramecium, etc. And in these organisms, single cell is performing all the function of life. Next is multicellular organism, which are composed of many cells. And example is human being. Now, because there are many cells, so these cells are dividing the labor or division of labor occur in this organism. Next, what is cytology? So, cytology, it is confined to the study of structure of a cell. Now, it is modified to cell biology. So, cell biology, it is dealing all the aspect of cells, including cell physiology, cell reproduction, disease of cell and cell growth. All these factors are or all these aspects are included into cell biology. So, let us do the history of cell. First time, Robert Hooke coined the term cell and he also discovered the cell in 1665. He observed the cell into the thin slices of cork. As cork was dead, so he saw small compartments inside the cells. So he named them cell and actually they were dead cell. Next, we have to remember the contribution of Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek, he was a Dutch merchant and he has pursued microscopy as a hobby. He is making microscope by his own and he saw many cells like human sperm cell, RBC cell, protozoan cell by his self-made microscope. Then Robert Brown. Robert Brown, credit for the discovery of nucleus goes to Robert Brown. Means he discovered the nucleus in orchid root cell. Then M.J. Sheldon and Schwann. M.J. Sheldon, he was a botanist. He stated that plant cells, they are composed of cells. Schwann, he was a geologist. He stated that all the animals, they are composed of cells. So both interchanged their finding and then they concluded and formed a cell theory. Now we will discuss the statements of cell theory. So statements of cell theory. According to Sheldon and Schwann, all living organisms are composed of cells. They are the smallest units that can be called as living. So this is the first statement. All living organisms, they are composed of cells which are smallest unit and these are the smallest entities which can be called as living. A cell is mass of protoplasm. Containing nucleus bonded by a cell membrane. And in other cases, it is also externally bonded by cell wall. All cells are alike in their structure and perform basic activities. Function of an organism are the smallest units and they are the smallest entities which can be called as living. Cell is composed of mass of protoplasm having nucleus. It is bonded by a cell membrane and in some cases cell wall. All cells, they are alike in their structure and their metabolic activities. And function of an organism as a whole is the result of activities and interactions of individual cells. Cell principle. According to cell principle, life exists in cells. All living objects, they are composed of cells or cell product. Or they are a mass of protoplasm. Mass of protoplasm. Or they can occur as a free cell. A cell is composed of protoplasm, nucleus or nuclear material and organelles. And bonded by membrane. Cell is a unit of structure, reproduction, heredity, disease, etc. All cells arises from pre-existing cells of today find their ancestry back in evolutionary history. Each cell regulates its vital processes. Genetic information is stored and expressed in cells. Life passes from generation to generation by cells called gamete. Structure and working of a cell. Working of cell is controlled by DNA. All cells are similar in chemical composition, metabolic reactions, and structure. So this was the cell principle. Now one question arises, is cell principle is better than cell theory? Yes, cell principle is better than cell theory because it applies to all organisms and it incorporates all the modern finding of today. Hence cell principle is better. Now there are two questions. Why cell divide? Why cell divide? And what is the need for multicellularity? What is the need for multicellularity? First, why cell divide? We know that cell is a circle, and answer to this is ratio of area to volume. This is the area of a cell by which this cell can be fed. It get food and oxygen from this area, and this is the volume which has to feed. When cell grow, area increases as square of radius and volume increases as cube of radius. So this area, it becomes insufficient. To carry the food and oxygen for this desired volume of a cell. Hence cell divide. Maintain the ratio of volume and area. An alternate way for the cell to increase in size to become multicellular. Because cell has to divide to maintain volume and area ratio. Hence they cannot increase their size. For purpose of increasing their size, they have to become multicellular. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.